So the other day, I'm walking through the underground pass at Flinders Street Station, and I hear a busker playing his violin. And it reminds me of that story of a man who went to a train station at Washington, D.C. He's got a baseball cap on and denim jeans and a violin case in his hand. And he places the violin case on the ground, pulls out the violin, and he begins to play. The next 43 minutes, he makes his way through 6 classical pieces. Just over 1,000 people pass him by. About 7 stop to listen for a little while, and about 20 throw in a few coins. How much did this busker make? A little over 30 bucks. Not bad for a city busker. But what makes this story intriguing is that this isn't any ordinary busker. This is none other than Joshua Bell. Who's Joshua Bell? Only one of the greatest musicians of our time. Joshua began playing violin when he was just 4 years of age. He was performing at Carnegie Hall as a teenager, and he'd signed his own record deal with Sony Records before his 18th birthday. Today, he has walls of accolades and awards recognizing him as an incredible, great musician. But of course, in this underground pass as a busker, thousands passed him by. He went unrecognized, unnoticed. It's an intriguing story, isn't it? You know, perhaps like the man with the violin, there's been moments in your life where you felt that you've gone unnoticed. Maybe you had something great to share with the world and yet people just passed you by. It's also possible that you can relate to the crowd. There's times in our life where we get busy, we get focused on our own things, we become distracted, that we miss greatness, even when greatness is in our midst. For me, the story of the man of the violin, with the violin, actually reminds us and clues us into the miracle of Christmas. As Christians, we celebrate at this time of year that God entered the stage of human history in Jesus. In the Gospel of John, he says that in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. And then he goes on to say, the Word became flesh and dwelt among us. And it's this glorious promise that the one who created this world became close. The one who holds the stars in the universe walked our streets. Jesus isn't just any ordinary man. He's not just a good man or even a godly man. He's the great God man. And he came to this world with a song to share, a song of forgiveness and freedom, a song bursting with peace and joy and love. And yet, just like the man with the violin, crowds so tempted to just pass him by. It could be because we get distracted. It could be that we're so focused on our own lives. But what if this Jesus is something more? What if this Jesus is one that our whole life is made for? This Christmas, I want to encourage you to grab your friends and family and to check out a church. Churches will be meeting across Australia to sing carols, to share gifts, and to celebrate the good news of Jesus. The church I'm part of is called City on a Hill. We have 9 churches across the country, and they're all about knowing Jesus and making Jesus known. We'd love to invite you to join us this Christmas season, and I hope it's good news of great joy for you.